Hey everyone, welcome back to the table. Lyle at Bucks Gearbox. Today, gift guide for the Gear Geek, part 1, 2022. Let's go shopping together right after this. Hey, thanks for joining me for this little shopping session. Hey, I just want you to know I have links in the description below to all of these items. Most of them will go to River's Edge Cutlery, where I am an affiliate, and I will get a kickback if you go shopping from my link. I also have links to Amazon if that's more your speed, but I highly recommend River's Edge Cutlery. They're my homies. Okay, here we are. This is the gift guide for your Gear Geek, and this one in particular is for around $50 and under. So this is the budget shopping video, and doesn't matter if your budget is at $50 or below, or if it's more than that, you could combine a couple of these things and put together a nice kit for your everyday carry geek that lives in your family or a friend. And I bet that they would be pleased with anything on this list. Couple of things to keep in mind. The parameters of how the things made it onto this list are two things. I either have it and I enjoy it and recommend it, or I don't have it, but it's on my wish list and I want it. Could be that I've messed around with it at River's Edge Cutlery. That's my hometown shop, and that's where we're going to be shopping for most of this stuff. And this is the first video, I believe, of a 4-part series. And so we're starting at the budget line of around $50 or less. There's some great options in this price range. And I don't think you have to break the bank to find anything cool for someone you want to give a gift for this Christmas season. All right, let's get started. And number 1 on my list is my favorite budget knife, the QSP Penguin. You really can't go wrong with this guy. $32 for the base model right over here. It's got a D2 blade, which is not a fancy steel, but it's a great knife steel. You just can't keep it wet. You have to clean it. Micarta scales. This is the base for the base model, being $32. This is a steel. These things have excellent action. I've got mine right here, and I'm going to try to do a little B-roll and show you this a little up close. But I use this thing all the time, and it is my favorite budget folding knife. Highly recommend it. Now, if I were shopping for a new one myself or getting one for a friend, I would probably go down here and get this blue-black shredded carbon fiber version for a little bit more money, $38. It's got a black washed, kind of a stone washed D2 blade, and this really cool shredded carbon fiber on the handle scales, and I really dig that. As a matter of fact, I might get that coming soon myself because I like it so much. All right, on to the next. A great budget knife, and a lot of other people's favorite budget knife of all time is the Savivi Elementum, and you've probably heard about this knife. The base models started around $50. Some of them a little bit lower than that, some of them a little bit higher. Again, it's a D2 blade. It's a great knife. You can't really go wrong. This has been one of my go-tos for gift giving for a long time, just because they're excellent knives. I finally got one for myself, and I really like it. Did a video of that recently, and yeah, you can't go wrong with one of these. And of course, if you look around this page, you can see there's a lot of upgraded options, especially this guy, although he's not, oh, he is in stock. This is a much more expensive Damasteel variant, but we're talking budget, so this blue guy right here would be great, $44. Can't go wrong. It's not my favorite budget knife. The Penguin is, and with the Penguin you save about $15 to $20, so something to keep in mind. But this is a lot of people's number 1 budget knife for good reason. All right, number 3, moving on. If you've got an outdoorsy person in your life, you can't go wrong with a Amora Knife. These things are awesome for camping. They're especially useful in your camp kitchen. But even the small ones that are around, you could everyday carry one of these without any issue. I've had many of these over the years. I've lost some and I've let some rust. Some of them come in high carbon steels. You can't get them wet, but they're a little bit tougher. And some of them come in stainless steels, which are a little less tough. but you don't have to worry about the elements as much. Shoot, at 10 bucks a knife, you could get one of each and see what your favorite thing is. If it were me and I was picking my next Amora knife, I would go with this one, the Amora Bushcraft Black. It's a little more expensive. It's a bigger knife. It's going to be more useful with like wood processing and stuff for the bushcrafters. It's probably not the toughest knife in the world, but again, for 40 bucks, that's a great deal. You really can't go wrong with Amora. Moving on. The next thing on the list that I would recommend is the Olight. Really, any budget Olight. The i3T or the i5T are both under $50. But I really like this one, and this is one that I've given as a gift to people in my own family. This is the i3T Plus, which is a little bit longer. It's a 2 AAA battery version of the basic one, and it's a little bit more powerful for not a lot more money. And I like the form factor being a little bit bigger, a little harder to lose, like I've lost my little guy there for a while. You can't go wrong with an Olight. I really dig Olight's stuff. Even the more expensive ones are really good and highly recommended. So Olight i3T Plus would be a great buy. Moving on to the next one, Fisher Space Pen. Now these have, there used to be just like one main, I think, Fisher Space Pen, and now there are a ton. And I think like all of them are under $50. You have so many options to choose from. There's some $40 ones. There's some $20, $30 ones. I gave one of these away in a giveaway not too long ago, and I was so impressed with it that I put it on my list to get one for myself. I believe I gave this Pocket Tech Black away because it pushes down into something very small in your pocket or in a pocket carrier or some sort of case, and they write everywhere. It's really cool. The Space Pen is exactly what it says. It'll write upside down and like underwater. It's crazy. Very scientific, very cool stuff. And you can't go wrong with a Fisher Space Pen as a good gift, and it doesn't break the bank. Moving on, Right in the Rain, kind of in the same vein, and would go well with a Fisher Space Pen. I believe they're compatible with this waterproof paper. Yes, it's waterproof, or at least highly water resistant. And I have a couple of these, and I take them backpacking with me, and they're fantastic. But here's what I would recommend if you were giving one as a gift. They have these pretty cool gift sets now that I don't remember seeing before this year. I don't know when these came out, but this is a great gift. It's got like a durable canvas case, and it's got a pen that comes with it, and it's got the actual Right in the Rain notebook as well. This is a pretty cool gift set and kind of a no-brainer if you ask me. This would be something that I would easily put on my wish list. I love the notebooks already. Having the cool pocket case and the pen that comes with it is pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. On to the next. This is a company, local in Ohio, that hand makes lanyards for knives. They make this guy right here, which I just put a video up about. This is the River's Edge Cutlery exclusive Holy Guacamole lanyard. They make that one, and they also make lanyards to order for this. Now they have an Etsy page, which I will link in the description below. It's right here. That's what you're looking at, where you can customize. You can ask for a custom version of whatever you want. Orange and red. I would go blue and white because I'm a Kentucky guy. You can ask for a specific type of bead, metal, wood, glass, or stone to be part of the blingy parts of this. And everyone I've seen is just a little bit unique. So very cool company, very cool people behind this company. Highly recommend EDC Micro Lanyards. If you want the Holy Guacamole one, they only come out in small batches every once in a while, and they sell out very quickly. And they're River's Edge Cutlery exclusive, so you can only get them there. Just wanted to let you know about that. Moving on, this is something I carry with me every day. It's an inexpensive, high-quality key bit, and that's what it's called. It's the Civivi, the knife company, which is a budget knife company. Civivi titanium key bit, and it's self-contained. It's a little keychain. It's got some rubber grommets that come with it in case they wear out. And it comes with 2-bit sizes that are very common to knife maintenance. And I use this thing on the go all the time because I don't use Loctite enough in my pocket knives. So constantly pulling this thing off the keychain or just grabbing my keys and tweaking the pivot of my knife that I'm carrying that day. All right, moving on to the next. Everybody could use some knife maintenance gear, much like the Civivi key bit, but this is kind of stuff for your home or, well, it's kind of random. And really, if you search, if you come to River's Edge Cutlery and you look at their website, they have a whole section that's just devoted to knife maintenance. They've got new things that are coming in all the time. One of the coolest things I've seen here recently is this NAF's tool burrito. It's a bag that you can carry, I think, 4 knives in and some tools. You can get this NAF's leather strap with compound. That would make a cool kit that would equal about $50 if you did that. A couple of other things I would recommend in this price range. Hey, look, there's the key bit. Are gunny juice. Any kind of lube. If you've got a Gear Geek with an out the front, they have a specific out the front automatic knife lube. They have some regular knife pivot lube. KPL is another favorite of mine. You can't go wrong with that. And here is one thing that I really enjoy. The KPL Ultra Micro Swabs. This can get into the insides of your Gear Geek's knife and clean it out without them having to take it down all the time, every time they want to remove some dirt or lint from in there. These are microfiber tip. There's like little Q-tips for your knives. Just an awesome idea, and one of the things I use quite a bit to clean out my kit. Also, a strop is always a good plan, and these are almost always under $50. This JRE travel stop is a great one. You can't go wrong. So some knife maintenance stuff, you could put together a really easy kit of like lube, a strop, and just be over $50 by a little bit. And that would make a great little stocking stuffer. Or you could go with the NAF's tool burrito and the leather strap with compound. Can't go wrong. Everything in here is useful, really. It's really good stuff. All right, moving on to the next is the VanQuest carry bags. These are EDC carry pouches, and you have them in various size, various capabilities. This one you can carry a bunch of stuff in. It's a little more expensive. Then they have these really lightweight ones down here for about, let's see, $20. Yeah, the slim. And you can carry quite a bit of everyday carry gear in there too. So I think any everyday carry enthusiast would be happy with one of these small VanQuest pouches of varying shapes and sizes. I have one and I carry it every day. All right. Lynch Northwest is a manufacturer that makes aftermarket pocket clips. They also make pry bars, but the pocket clips are one I want to focus on right now because they're all under $50, except when you get into the higher end knives. These are for Spydercos and Benchmades and Giant Mouse knives. And if you have a loved one that's a gear geek and wants to tweak out his knife, this is one of the best ways to do it. Here's why I like these so much. One, they're just really well designed. Two, they can take a pocket clip, which let me see if I can show you. I'll show you one right here. I'll try to get the B-roll up, but this is an aftermarket Lynch clip. The pocket clip that came on this Spyderco knife stopped at about right here, and so this much of the knife was sticking up out of my pocket. Now it goes to about right there, and this is not even a real deep carry clip. This is actually more like a deep carry clip right there, where like nothing of the knife is sticking out of your pocket except for the clip itself. People really like that, and for good reason. It's kind of annoying to have the butt end of your knife sticking out of your pocket, you know, an inch or two. It's just weird. Nobody likes that. So these deep carry clips are great. These are titanium. They're well made, and they're not that expensive for what they are. Very well designed. Can't go wrong. Last but not least, this is something that I own and use all the time to keep my knives safe. This is the thing that I keep my most expensive knives in typically. is the Vault knife case. And now you can get them with the REC branding on them, which is really, really cool. Less than 50 bucks. Holds, I squeeze about 15 knives into this thing, but I do it in some unconventional ways, so your mileage may vary on that. But it can comfortably hold 10 knives plus, depending on their size, and it keeps them very, very safe and very secure. And this is a great idea for a gift. I hope that you've enjoyed this list. Next year's will be a little bit different. And I think that if you have a gear geek in your life, they're going to like some of the stuff on this list. Can't recommend River's Edge Cutlery enough. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope that you have a blessed Christmas season. See you later. Bye.